first things first, UFO sightings are still going on. So we've got these two guys, a pair of brothers. They witnessed what they think was a UFO floating in the sky just yesterday, December 21st, and they got photos of it that they captured. As you can see here, it's a tubular kind of thing.
Kind of looks like an aircraft carrier.
Yeah, it does a little bit. Maybe you got Nick Fury up there
Yeah,
riding
I was
around.
gonna say, yeah, this definitely looks like the helicarrier from Avengers.
The thing that has gotten people really interested in this story is some people online are saying that this looks like the Nuremberg UFO painting. So there's a really famous painting of this some sort of aerial phenomena or whatever that was painted in 1561. And it was an event that happened over Nuremberg. And if you look at the photo, and you should really check this out, but if you look at the
Oh,
photo, there are some sort of shapes similarly, as you can see, sort of like these kind of tubular
yeah,
uh,
right. With
spaceships
dots
or,
on them.
yeah, whatever they're supposed to be with the dots on them. And so a lot of people think that what's being painted here is this like big Star Wars space battle going on above Earth. You know, you've got the rebels and the Empire duking it out over Nuremberg is what is suspected by some people. I'm a little skeptical. I think it's probably like a meteor shower or something. That would be my guess.
Maybe. I don't know. The one thing that's so interesting is how symmetrical it is.
Uh huh.
And like the dot formation on it, like it's kind of a mirrored image. I think that's really interesting. Yeah, I mean the Nuremberg painting is similar, having those dots down the
Hmm.
center, but I was looking at the one that they actually caught on camera, and it's kind of interesting how symmetrical the whole thing is.
Hmm. Now, some people are saying that the photo it was taken with an iPhone, and they're saying that this was probably taken in night mode, which slows the shutter down, which means that it could have been an airplane that was flying in a path, and it has the lights and everything, and that as it's going forward,
Oh.
because the exposure or whatever the shutter is slower, that it kind of catches it as it's moving across.
So it could look like essentially you're catching two frames
Right,
of the
exactly.
same thing.
Yeah,
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
yeah. So it could be that if you're a doubter,
Uh
if you
huh.
don't believe,
And those conspiracy theories.
you gotta believe, man, in the aliens.
Them aliens are coming, dude.
That's what they want you to think, is that it's just a slow exposure rate, but it's
Yeah.
probably that they're out here looking.
It's one of
Princess
those
Leia's
government
up there.
reasons. It's
Yeah.
one of those government reasons, like, oh no 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 no, it was it was a very specific reflection from the
Hmm.
moon onto the surface of the ocean and back out onto the sky. They always have those crazy, physics reasons of why it
Right.
happens.
Exactly. You
All
smart
right.
people. But
Yeah.
so now the only thing we're talking about that is Christmas related at all.
Oh.
There is somebody who claims to be a time traveler alien person on TikTok.
Ah, yes. That's how you know it's real.
If it was anywhere else, I would just say, no, sorry, that is illegitimate. But a time traveler alien on TikTok, now you have my attention. They
Mm.
claim that something very big is going to happen on Christmas Day this year, 2021. So, in 3 short days, ladies and gentlemen, you heard it here first on the Loft. Something big is going to happen that will, quote, shock the entire world, and it's going to change the way that human beings live. I'm ready.
Okay. Okay.
I
Lay
think
it
we're going to
on
run
me.
out of Twinkies probably. I don't know. Like, what could be the most like game changing thing that could happen to Earth?
Chocolate Twinkies.
Chocolate Twinkies? Maybe. I wouldn't mind
Oh,
chocolate Twinkies. If the aliens came with chocolate Twinkies, I wouldn't mind.
they have to exist. Our cho- this is. I'm sorry.
You have to look this up.
I do because I feel like this is definitely a thing. Oh, they exist.
Oh, good. Well,
Okay.
okay. So
So
so we,
never
we
mind.
can
Not
write that off.
scratch that. Scratch
So,
that.
yeah. So we don't have to be. We will not be surprised by that.
Okay.
Now, this person is quite strange. They claim that they're from the year 2714, and they know that a human fish species is going to be discovered, as well as an alternative universe.
Human fish species.
Yeah, a human fish subspecies or something.
So, do they live in water or do they live on? land. Is it like land shark?
I think it's going to be like Finding Nemo, where it's just like fish that act like humans. It's just going to be a
Oh,
talking fish.
oh, gotcha.
Yeah,
Sorry.
I don't know. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong. But here's the question though: that'll create quite a quandary for vegans, because or
Oh,
pescatarians, because they I only eat fish, and it's like, well, it's a fish, you know.
yeah, you're eating now a higher species. Now, how do you feel about that?
I'm gonna be waiting with bated breath to see when these aliens come and what this life changing revelation is gonna be.